Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yeah, so we'll continue the journey. This is part 2. Yeah, man, this is part 2 of 2. So this is the final part of, to tell you that Biggerford, Biggerford is suffering from Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, man, Biggerford and a majority of police officers in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, because they cannot think, because of this blind loyalty, the dangers of bias and Stockholm syndrome. I remember, Stockholm syndrome is a psychological phenomenon where hostages are victims of kidnapping, develop positive feelings, empathy, or even loyalty towards your captors. So it not have to be physical. A person have to be physical hostage, Yeah, you don't have to be a physical hostage or you have to be a physical, like somebody physically kidnap you. So your mind can get kidnapped, And this is what happened to people them who are from PNP communities in Jamaica. The minds are captured. Because if you look at the percentage, 98% of the people in the correctional service in the prison in Jamaica are from PNP communities. That shows that the minds, their minds have been hostages. Their minds are hostages. Their minds have been kidnapped by the PNP criminal organization because all on God's earth we in our country, and 98% of people who are from one particular communities, they are the ones who are in prison, and 2% of the others of the JLP are in prison. So if you can do the maths, which one is greater? Which one is better? The 98% in a prison or the 2%? So the chances of you going to prison, if you are from a PNP community, is extremely high. Look, 98 to 2. 98 to 2. Which one you rather? I am from the 98%, so I am one of them who would be the 2% who is not in prison. So people who are from the GLP community, they are 98% of the people who are free and decent and law-abiding citizens in Jamaica. And we say that without any apologies, our data we are working in. So you're supposed to say who are the real criminals in Jamaica. 98% in a prison, 2% in a prison. You want to stay away from the 98% of people. And you want to more stay align yourself with the 2%. 98% of people them lazy, socialistic. And so their minds have been kidnapped. They are hostages. So this bond between captor and captive is typically considered irrational and may involve in the victims defending or siding with those who subjected them to harm. So just like how you were talking to this man from St. Thomas this week, and him just can't answer any other question because his mind already been captured and his mind is an hostage. And we just try to even free their mind to make them think. But remember, the term Stockholm Syndrome originated from a bank robbery in Stockholm, Sweden in 1973. During the incident, hostages began to form emotional connections with their captors. So I same thing these people, the PNP criminal organization supporters have done. So them already formed that banner. No care what the PNP do them. Me I tell you all police. No care what the PNP do them, at them are rided. While me totally different. You can't do me, the rest of things them you're going to hear. And me arms you up. No. You said me girl and never, if you embarrass me, if you say boy I'm involved in drugs And some of the men them are because, and women are because of them partner. You understand? So you bad mind people because them are drive nice car and live in a nice community. So despite the captors' abusive behavior, some hostages defend their actions, and after the ordeal, some even express a desire to maintain contact with their captors. So as we tell you already, and even about all with how them go about at the PNP criminal law, at them started little agency them enough to lock up police. Police were being investigated by people at the headquarters, and these people were like enemies of police too, although them are police, But I wouldn't say them are enemy, they must do them job. And them did fearless. Remember me tell you, and them are police. You understand? But a PNP just take time in road and chop down everything. And them the Stockholm syndrome victim, them love the PNP, no care what them do them. So have you ever find yourself mindlessly, unthinkingly, and blindly loyal to an organization, a person, or entity, even when it's clear that they need to act in your best interest? Many people don't even realize that, so sometimes, like you have some people, we have all a friend, and don't care what your friend do, or a family member. You just ignore it, and you just ride along with it because you have to have Stockholm syndrome. You don't want to tell them the truth. And you're just sympathetic to them. And just craziness that you have to wake up and smell the coffee like me. So this kind of biased thinking can lead to dangerous consequences, especially when combined with Stockholm syndrome. When someone is unable to see the abuse they are enduring because their loyalty is to the abuser, it's a form of psychological captivity. So you hear me tell you now. So all majority of people live in a PNP communities. It's a form of psychological captivity. And if you don't believe me, I tell you already, just look at the map, the election map that you see for Jamaica, and look at the statistic of the murder them in Jamaica. Look where the highest murder rates are in Jamaica. If you don't believe me, it's PNP, is the PNP communities them, which why I see the orange thing them. The safest part them for living in Jamaica, I wish by the Labour them there. I just saw it go. Portland is safest parish, and Portland is a Labour right parish. How that? Because these people, them believe in a hard work, they don't believe in our idea, they're not bad mind, and they're not wicked, they're not unconscionable. These are people of ethics, decency. Well, hey, a Portland, one of my best teachers come from, a man named Dudley Bryan, Yes, man, may I tell you, hey, why? So when someone is unable to see the abuse they are enduring because of loyalty to the abuse, it's a form of psychological captivity. And they even go further defending the abuser and prioritize their need over their well-being. So it's important to recognize that when our loyalty is misplaced and prioritize our mental and emotional health above all else. So suppose you find yourself in a situation where you cannot see the truth because of unquestionably naive, ignorant, and unquestioning loyalty. In that case, it's time to reevaluate your priority and seek help. So you remember, you did have a psychiatrist, say, 70% of Jamaican people have mental problems, So that will show you. But if you not tell yourself that you deserve better, and you deserve to be treated with respect and kindness, no matter who or what you are loyal to, then it'll just continue. Like for me now, no. I keep telling you, we at the Jamaica Young is all about saving lives. That's it. And if you have reached this far in the video, yeah man, thanks for watching the video. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content if you haven't subscribed us yet. This video delves into the dangerous consequences of blind loyalty, biased thinking, particularly in Stockholm syndrome. When individuals prioritize their loyalty to an organization over their well-thinking, they become susceptible to mental and psychological abuse without even realizing it. This distorted sense of allegiance can cloud judgment and prevent individuals from prioritizing their needs and safety. Yeah, man, join us as we explore the impact of biased thinking and how it can lead to destructive behavior pattern. So, moving on, you watch, you listen, and you decide. So, we tell you, we just want people them to think. You have to love yourself. You can't let somebody keep on abusing you. You understand? It's like even the people them. I've been reading things where them say, boy, handicap man must prepare for get tax. All them think they are wickedness. But guess who do it? I PNP do it. Who did raise egg for the people them, the poor people them? I PNP do it. Them still love them. You can't, I tell you, because most of them don't work, so them not pay taxes. Yeah, so you watch, you listen, and you decide. And remember, share the video with your girlfriend, boyfriend, aunt, uncle, and give the video a thumbs up. I remember for join the Patreon squad and you'll be able to watch videos that you can't see on YouTube due to YouTube rules, laws, regulations that govern their platform. So, you watch, you listen, and you decide. Prove of it, because they would say it's crime against humanity, because I do believe, that, yeah, most of these PNP most of these PNP communities, although I am from there, they are the ones who are responsible for the crime rate, especially murder. Just look at the electoral map, and you'll see what I mean. If you compare the electoral map with the police statistic, you'll see the safest places where them live in Jamaica. So, moving on. So, Detective SSP Carnwall Biggerfoot may have been influenced by various factors, including the political climate at the time and internal consideration within the Jamaica Constabulary Force. So, our perspective of the PNP criminal organization, reflects a broader discussion about political ideology and their impact on society. People often have diverse opinion on political parties and their intentions, especially when addressing social and economic issues and crime. Engaging in constructive conversation is valuable to understand differing viewpoints better and find common grounds where possible. As a former member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, here is where I started to dislike the PNP criminal organization. More you listen. That's someone I say, boy, I hate the PNP and this and that. So just hear this now. So here is where I start to dislike the PNP criminal organization, and then now everything just start kicking for me. I was a young police then, So these are some of the things that they have done to police officers, and some of them because they cannot think independently and behave as if they are suffering from Stockholm syndromes, as the people who love their captors are abusers. So here are some of the wickedness that the PNP criminal organization, when they were in power, has done to the police force and its members. The first thing they did was in 1989, they took away immigration from the police force because the PNP party, PNP criminal organization that became the government, stated that too many immigration police officers' children were attending university in America and rubbing shoulders with their children. Straight bad mind that, Let me repeat myself. So I tell you, I'll even bigger for than them have are suffering from Stockholm syndrome. In 1989, the PNP criminal organization, when they were government, they took away immigration from the police force because the PNP criminal organization that became the government stated that too many immigration police officers' children were attending universities in America rubbing shoulders with their children. So them never want the policeman, them children, going to university with their kids. And guess what? Most of these policemen children were doing much better than the politician them children, because them brighter, because the parent imparted them and make him know, say, hey, look, I come from suffering, and this and that, and imparted them and make him say, young, we are going to elevate the education. You understand? So KD now, him had used these words privately, where him said these Bigfoot, big head police were making too much money at immigration. And they took it away from the police, and gave it to their donor class children. The type of people them uptown. Yeah, so them take it away from the police and then give it to them friend. Jamaica is the only country in the world where the first line of entry is not being manned by law enforcement officers, but by their corrupt friends. The JLP came in upon and them to fix that. So that are one. Two, the PNP gave the Jamaica Constabulary Force, one of the most corrupt commissioner of police, Roy Thompson. Yes, man, Michael Manley's puppet. Transfer and punish hard-working police officers across the island because they were enforcing the law. I was a victim of that too. I get transferred from Clarendon to St. Elizabeth because the Member of Parliament, ZELLE, yes, man, someone sent his emissary down to Crafts Hill Police Station. That's Scotty, may soul rest in peace, Line Scott, and I must report to his office. Yes, in office with him PNP color. Them time it wasn't orange yet. Yes, it was transferred. Yes, it was orange. Then when I start transferred the color from red to orange. We must report to him. And I sent when the emissary came there, the PNP criminal organization activists came to his. I said, look here, let me tell you this. I don't report to politicians, because when I was joining the police force, politicians weren't a part of my chain of command. So I report only to my hierarchy in the police force, the upper echelon in the police force, not to no politician. So, I went back and told him, and then he came down to the station in the night with how much box of liquor and money, and I said, I don't want any. And Scotty said, no, I not either, and we were there talking, and anyway, he was, having a conversation, and, he thought that I was a junglist, and I supposed to be here, because, it seemed like I forgot about the struggle. Anytime you hear somebody back then, or even now use the word struggle, it's a PNP talking point. You understand? Yeah. So I told him in our station, I said, look here, when I joined the police force, I took an oath to the Constitution of Jamaica to protect and serve the people of Jamaica. I never joined the police force to be, politician, a political activist or anything like that. I say I am not like no police Barry or no big youth. Because I hate them police with a passion. Because them police was criminal. And him say, alright. Yeah, and man said, ZELLE said that I'm arresting his supporters. So I said to him, I said, but if they are committing crimes, I have to arrest them. So there's no immunity from the laws. And then there were warrants at the police station. Men who committed rape, carnal abuse, but because they were PNP supporters and activists, the police weren't executing these warrants on them. Warrants that were at the police station even when I was going to high school. So I started executing warrants and people start run away. And then they say I can't stay there. So I was transferred by the most corrupt commissioner of police, Roy Thompson. And they sent me to St. Elizabeth and Scotty to Manchester. And guess what? The same man that named James Swaps, I had seen him down by Maypen police station when they were making the necessary arrangement to transfer us. Little did I know. At the time he was at the Police Federation. So when they're telling about these people, they're all corrupt as, And then after I was transferred, and, to be frank, it really affected me because St. Elizabeth is far from where, from Portmore, Waterford. So, Yeah, some people were telling me I should go and talk to George Pang and this and that. And I said, no, I'm not going to talk to anybody because PNP in a power and them have access to everybody in a PNP hierarchy because them man the big, And I decided, I say I'm not going to talk with anyone. Anyway, one day I visited the Police Federation. Yeah, man, James was there. And it's just, after, when I was about to exit the police force, I know that this man was my relative, Zippy Hines. That's the former Deputy Commissioner of Police. Yes, Hines. They call him Zippy Hines. And he was done by Federation at the time, and Steve McGregor. And so there's this guy, one detective sergeant named Dole. He's from Brandon Hill in Clarendon, with glasses. So I went down there, because, as a young police and transfer, all the way to St. Elizabeth. And I show you how the people wicked, all these PNP criminal organization police officers are wicked. And it's when I went to Hornsby, and I'm digressing, I was telling them. So when I was transferred from Clarendon to St. Elizabeth, young police, I should have received a thing named family allowance or a family visit every month, And the people at the general office, a guy named Cespedes, I don't know if, and a guy named Cole. But so I more think it's more Cole, a black guy. That's why them say anything with black not good enough. But I agree with that still, because and every black people corrupt, And it's when I reached Hornsby, I know I should have even getting that. So that would help me financially. But it didn't. That was like, it's my money, I'm entitled to it, But they never let me get it. So anyway, I went to the Police Federation office. At the time it was on East Queen Street. You have East Street that are beside Sutton Street. We used to have even a pharmacy down there, and police, because we used to have one doctor and everything. That that it something that passed on, from Edward C. again. We used to have one doctor too, Yes, we used to have a police doctor down by same place down there, and we used to have a police pharmacy, because when police, I show you how police fool, PNP get rid of that, When police, because you get something named Blue Cross insurance. Most police, once you go to the pharmacy one time, that done. And I like the people them work at Halcon and them have unlimited drugs now. So even if Federation represent wicked people, you want to live, So you as a police officer, I tell you, I tell you, plenty police officers and them thing there, where they have Blue Cross, what them used to do, I'll use all white out and change the number and all them thing there. You understand what I'm saying? Because you get a certain amount of money for a year. One time you got a doctor and that the money they finish. So if you have a girlfriend or so or wife where have a good insurance and put you on it as a police, you're on your own. So what Siaga had done then, we used to have our own doctor at same place where the Federation at. And you would go there and we have a pharmacy there. PNP get rid of that. Yes, most police don't know about that. PNP get rid of it. Then get rid of the pharmacy and get rid of the doctor. We used to have a police doctor for ourselves. And you could have go there like Monday to Friday. The doctor come in at a certain time and your prescription, you don't pay you're not paying no money. You understand? All you have to do is your police ID, your rank and your regulation number, your rank and your name and where your station. PNP get rid of that. Yes. Anyway, so I went down to Police Federation, saw this guy named Dole. I don't know if he's alive or dead. He used to work at Special Branch. Thick glasses. I'm a young police, Imagine, I come from Jonestown, so I get a youth. When I went down there and, I try to get some help, because them say Federation for help you, and ain't a problem. So I try to get some help to get transferred, if I come closer home, When I go to him and I say, Federation man, Dole. You up a craft still, you behave like you're a labor right and them thing there. And you forget where you come from. You never go to, you never go there and them thing if you go lock up the PNP, PNP supporters, them, or where politics you fight. Me I say, hold on. So I say, but Detective Sergeant Dole, I'm a police officer, so if people break the law, I am not supposed to pursue them. I say, you never send up there for that. A jungle you come from, that's why we send you up there, because we know say you're a comrade. I say, me and a comrade. A police officer, when me take the oath, I took the oath to serve the people of Jamaica. I never take the oath for serving a political party or for protecting the people. Man say, you know, learn, man. You know, reach far into this thing, you know. You're not going to do, and him say, you're not going to do well. Anytime your police tell you as a young police that say you're not do well, you don't say you have long in their work. So that was it. So, you know, you hear some things where the PNP have done too. That I experienced as a police officer. Yeah, so them give way. So the PNP, you know, gave the Jamaica Concert one of the most corrupt Commissioner of Police, Roy Thompson, Michael Manley's puppet. So him transfer and punish hard-working police officers across the island because they were enforcing the law, including me. So in the end, when P.J. Patterson became Prime Minister, he said to wit, a corrupt police force cannot investigate itself. When they, the PNP criminal organization, government, you know, corrupt the police force, because if the rule of law was first and foremost, P.J. Patterson would be arrested and charged for corruption for the Iran sugar deal and Shell waiver scandal. I just saw it go. And nothing ever happened to you because they are in power. So we continue. So we tell you, even with doctor that them took away from us and the pharmacy, so that make it harder upon police financially. Them still love them same, you know. So that's 3. 4. So the PNP gave us the first non-police officer, yeah man, as Commissioner of Police, Colonel Trevor Macmillan, one of the architects of the Green Bay killings of innocent and unarmed labor rights supporters from Southside Kingston. And he was a man who was on a criminal investigation for theft and fraudulent conversion of money, of misappropriate funds from members of the Jamaica Defence Force when they were deployed to Grenada. I want you to listen to me now. After Jamaicans aligned to the PNP criminal organization killed the Prime Minister of Grenada, Maurice Bishop, in 1983. Most of you know, let me repeat it. Colonel Trevor Macmillan, who the PNP appointed as Commissioner of Police. This man was on an investigation for misappropriate funds, thief money from members of the Jamaica Defence Force when they were deployed to Grenada after Jamaicans aligned to the PNP criminal organization. Jamaicans, you know, killed the Prime Minister of Grenada, Maurice Bishop, in 1983. If you don't believe, go and look it up. Jamaican PNP that do that, you know. Them killed the Prime Minister of Grenada. So in time, some labor rights, you know, when we released the thing about Guy Philippe if he killed Andrew Wallace and them rubbish it. Just remember who we did kill Maurice Bishop. Just go and check it out and you will see most of the people involved were Jamaicans in a Grenada. So all you say, like how you see Mark Golden and Dayton Campbell behave, but the things I joke them are making, you don't know these people, I tell you. Alright, so P.J. Patterson turned Macmillan into the Commissioner of Police, and the man had 0 law enforcement training. He have no certification. In America, nobody can just pick up somebody and turn them in a police without them go through all the required training. But in Jamaica, a different thing. In Jamaica, you take up the groundsman, you understand, and turn him in anything once your government in a power, because you have the power to do it. And there's no check, no balance, and nobody dare not say anything else, them disappear or them go straight to the departure line. So imagine if you visit the hospital to do surgery, then you realize that the head surgeon was the groundsman who used to do the minor things in the hospital, and now he's promoted to head surgeon because the Minister of Health is his friend. So imagine you know if you go do a surgery, and when you realize boy, the person who was the head surgeon was the groundsman, and the reason why I'm getting the promotion is because him and the Minister of Health are friend. How do you feel? You can't feel comfortable for that and everything there. So that is what PJ Patterson did. And that was reward to Colonel Trevor McMillan for killing the unarmed innocent men from Southside. That's why we tell us that the PNP is a criminal organization. So that are 4. So we are going to 5 now. The PNP wanted to get rid of Isaiah Laing for years because they were saying he was one of the detectives who killed the most dangerous PNP gunmen. So they found claws and kick him out of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. They didn't want to kick out Bigger Ford because Bigger Ford at PNP, they may already promote him to inspector. He was one of the first set of police. They will get the inspector as Michael Manley win. So they're going to kick him out, and then they're not kick him out because they have him as one of them dirty cop in a police force. They're going to control Isaiah Laing. They're going to kick out Tom Levine, because Tom Levine was way up at the time in my assistant soap. Tom Levine is man who kill the most PNP gunmen in Jamaica. You know. Tom Levine. If you see me, you know, say them no Laing, no Trinity, no Bigger Ford, no Dadrick, none of them can come nowhere near him. That's how the man him killed about 160 odd gunmen in a police force. I might Renita Adams and my baby, them can't walk in at because that the man there was like him, Laing and all them man there. Them the man they never used to patrol and search people, you know. In time the man they go, you know, for your man, you know, just like Laing, you just hear a gunshot. You hear 2 or 3 different guns. And you hear them say, boy, you're Tom that do that, you know, in the ramp. The man they have all 5 funerals on all one Sunday. 5 man we are buried me up in a Tom Levine kill them. A gunman them. People them didn't love him, you know. A Jonestown. Yeah. Kind of player. I'll leave no own space too. So the PNP them find a class and them kick out Laing out of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Because he never play still, you know. A whole heap of them him kill. But yet still, Laing and Portia Simpson, you know, them a cousin, you know. And a PNP kick him out. A police force. Some people say a bad mind to and all of them things. And plus, because him did rich, McMillan, that was another reason him hate him too. But I PNP that them didn't want to get rid of him. Yeah, man. So we continue the journey. So 6 now, the PNP, through bad mind, jealousy and envy, hated that some police officers were their neighbours and living lavish lifestyle and with women who should be out of reach for them because they were seen as Bigfoot and big-head police officers. So them used to say, boy, police are dunce, you know. Yeah, and, you know, because back in the days and them things, that's before my time, most of the police are enjoying the police work. You have to have big head and Bigfoot and certain height, and you just can't have to barely read. But you'd have brilliant police officers in the force still, you know. But majority of them, that's what them say. So them the 8 for know, say, boy, the police them live beside them uptown. So guess what? Them use McMillan and them create one division name, Never Never. Yes. Never Never is a division now where the police them not do no work, you know. Them just go there and not do nothing. But it's also a way for shame them for say, boy, whether them or them wife, them have them live above them means and all kind of things. Straight bad mind. You understand? That the time you never have no prove all laws law. You understand? So they are the one that create Never Never. So we they transfer police officers whose wives were wealthy. So them vex. Yeah, all a soap vex here. You have all a constable, him live uptown and him a drive him wife, Benz come and work and all them things there. That make them hate you, you know. And if you care, you know, but a woman who you are asleep with. So them not like that, so them find some way of get at you. So them a say you're not supposed, police are not supposed to be with these women and label the police officers as involved in drugs and all of them things there. So that are 6. So we are going to 7 now. So the PNP, them devised a plan to cause several police officers to be arrested and charged with murders based on lies that their supporters would tell. So remember that up to the early 1990s, the murders were confined primarily to the Kingston metropolitan area, which is about 80% of the PNP communities, which means that they were the ones who were committing most of the crimes, even right as you're witnessing right now. So one thing for sure you can count on the PNP is to create criminals. They are the best at doing the same. The plan by the PNP was to change the rules that govern the police force that the British had left for us as police to protect the police officers' privacy by not writing their name in the station diary whenever they were involved in any shooting. What was written in the station diary or the crime diary? The police. So your name as a police officer would not be in the diary. So what used to happen now, back then, show you how the PNP, that's why I tell you, it's a bigger food than them and they have Stockholm syndrome. So the PNP them change it. Them change it from the police to each police officer's regulation numbers, rank, name, and the guns that you used during the shooting. By doing this, it was a gift to the criminal police officers who were friends with the dons. So whether or not you have criminal in a police force, yes. Although them are police, them are criminal. Because their job, they are the spy within the station, Yeah. Just like how them are spy within the police station, and their job is to feed the PNP dons, with information. So whenever a police involved in a shooting, back then now, before them come up with this, what happened was that they would say certain police, like Mr. Hunter, who is at Huntsville, or hello Ox, them call him one of their. Yeah, so what the people would have done, what they, when all the after the shootout finish or whatever, you have to police have to defend them life. So once you're a certain detective there they're assuming because they don't see, So like for instance, you have a Ox there, Rocky, Bobby, and Hunter, and they would walk out of the yard and all corrosions by them them chooses foot and you hold them chooses foot or them foot and them hand, and you want to put them in the back of your car with them 2 foot hang out. You understand. So what they would do now, they would assume that it's Ox and Mr. Hunter that do the killing. So they would give statement. Because them a guy Mark look on the man, see what kind of because one thing with them, them can't tell what kind of gun shoot people. You see you get the people. Some of them, because they know it because a part of them life. So they would give statement now, saying that them see when Ox Mr. Hunter shoot the boy and him never have no gun and no shootout and this and that. So when investigation complete with the forensic reports from the lab, post-mortem and everything, it proves that all of the statements with them that these people have given are lies. Because the police officers that they're pointing finger at, saying that them see when them shoot the man, never fire any gun. They never fire them gun. Because maybe at the time they were behind the police officers who really fired their guns. So the DPP couldn't charge the police them. So that's how the PNP came up with that way to make police charge by making sure that your regulation number, your rank, name, and the gun you're using a shooting a who fire shot. Just like how you see that we advertised the other day on the channel. So that's why the commissioner of police, before him leaving, need to get rid of that. So that's why you have several police now are charged with murder. It's because of that policies. Yeah, PNP do that again to police. Remember me tell you that. But we give thanks, because we are here. All of a police officer being victim of the wickedness of these people, the criminals, them. Yeah, and some of them feel it. So we continue the journey. So by doing this, it was a gift to the criminal police officer who were friends with the dance. And they would be in a position to name the cops, put the pieces together and lie on them. And that's how the figures and numbers of police fatal shooting become crime with fake witnesses. What used to happen before they came in with the new rule is that when these people, who are mostly PNP criminal organization supporters, would block the thoroughfare for known killers and murderers, when these so-called witnesses gave statement to the police investigators and the files were completed and submitted to the director of prosecution, they would rule in favor of the police, as witnesses were not present, as they were liars. As the police officers that they claim fired the fatal shot did not fire their guns. So based on these policies, the PNP criminal organization and their constituencies were exposed as liars. The PNP changed the rule to support their criminals in the party. So that's how now we have several police officers now charged with murder. Some of them I wonder, when time I fire, I'm going, nobody never, that's how most of you charged with murder now, because of that policy that the PNP come in. So when you see a shooting, you see a police officer, rank, regulation number, rank, name, and the gun name carry, that are PNP. What used to happen back then, when you're involved in a shooting, I involved in several shooting, many shooting. I recovered maybe 40 odd gun. You understand? And whenever they were writing entry, your name as a police never in. The only time a police officer name would be in the entry if they get injured in a shooting. You understand? But everything it would be say the police confronted 4 men and shootout. That's how it used to be before they come in with the names. That's why you have so many police officers. That's why even all the police them were charged with the Immaculate Girl murder. It was a good shooting because of these things. So you have criminal police now at Unsby now read the diary and go back now and tell them who fire them gonna who fire how much shot. So that's why they witness them over a year before know how many shots you fire, although they weren't present. And there's no laws that that would criminalize these people, make them go to prison. So now we are going on to 8. So the police now, the same police, they gave Vybz Kartel a gun license because he was a poor youth and became successful financially. The PNP government, led by Dr. Peter Phillips, said that Vybz Kartel I'm attacking, should not have a gun. He shouldn't have a license gun because he was not in their league. And they revoked his gun license and took away the gun licensing powers from the police and create FLA, an agency for their donors and activists, because they are not good at creating jobs or growing the economy. So that's how we get FLA, Vybz Kartel, why we get it. And Vybz Kartel are PNP, Vybz Kartel not a labor right. And I see him PNP bad mind him and say no, how them forgive Vybz Kartel gun. Vybz Kartel in our league. Vybz Kartel all corrodes and come from Waterford. Him not in our league, him not supposed to have no gun. So I saw we lose. I saw them get FLA. 9. The PNP make it mandatory for police officers to pay for fingerprint records as one of the requirements to apply for a licensed firearm. When I was joining the police force, the fingerprint, that was it. That's enough, So before they made it compulsory and legal, police officers were exempt from such rules as the other members of the security forces in Jamaica, in which no person with a criminal record could or should serve in any of these organizations. The PNP make sure them do that. Once you're police or United Security Services, security forces of Jamaica, you have to pay for fingerprint like a regular man. So that's a disrespect to the police, to the members of the security forces. That for sure say them no, because them expects everybody to be criminal because them constituents are all criminals. Mostly criminal are criminal supporters and enablers. So them pass, them put law after them take away gun from the issuing authority from the police and create jobs now for them friend, where them pay rent, light bill, water and all of these things. Had to the GDP when the police had it in it wasn't costing the government anything. So you never have, so all of these people have job at these places now because that they are political activists. So liberate in a power now and liberate people them there. So if the Prime Minister and look how much and when the police had it in they never issue one gun to any convicted criminal. All these people get all of these clean background thing like Rev and all of these things. And nobody is held accountable for it. But that shows that Jamaica is a criminal's paradise. Alright, so we are going on to 10. This is one of the most disrespectful thing with them do to the police, So the PNP government make it mandatory for a member of the security forces to get competency certificates from their civilian friends who was firearm instructors, for whom they have to pay money to get a certificate stating that they can use and carry a firearm when the government has trained the members with the most significant and most deadly weapons in the country. And what they have done is to disrespect the government. The government has disrespect themselves and its members by of the security forces. The JLP government still needs to correct these wrongs done to them by the PNP criminal organization when they were in government. 11. The PNP criminal organization when they were in government, they dismounted a special branch division, which was the elite intelligence arm of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The same agency that gave former Prime Minister Bruce Golding the information about Trafigura bribe. And this agency was the best of the best intelligence agency in Jamaica. The JLP government still need to correct this wrong. So if the Prime Minister have the special branch, he would have known that this man, Guy Felipe, was in Jamaica to kill him. But they take it for joke, Yes. And them forgetting that it was PNP supporters that killed the Prime Minister of Grenada. I don't think, and I know that I'm older than the Prime Minister. So the reason why most police officers are PNP supporters is that they are from low-income family, poor. And the reason why they gravitate towards the PNP criminal organization is that they are licky, they are thieves, dishonest, criminal-minded and immoral people who believe in socialism and hate successful people who have worked hard for their wealth and the things that they can afford. Although the PNP criminal organization has been abusing them for years, decades, they are victims of Stockholm syndrome who keep offering and showing empathy for a group of people in this organization who do not even like them, but the police love them. I can think for myself because I am an independent thinker whose minds work. Yeah, so the PNP criminal organization cannot control my mind because I can think. As we stated before, you have to understand how Stockholm syndrome is. Yeah, and once you know it, you understand. Remember, Stockholm syndrome is a psychological phenomenon where hostages or victims of kidnapping develop positive feelings, empathy or even loyalty towards their capture. So the PNP capture their mind. So this bond between captor and captive is typically considered irrational and may involve in the victims defending or siding with those who have subject them to harm. So all of these things where the PNP have done to the police, trust me, they're still die-hearted to them. Me? You can't do me all of them to get me still like you after me on a fool. That's why they don't like me. That's why you understand. Yeah, I can think and thank God for my mother because I love to read. So we have come to the end of part 2. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.